Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Now I got to load my gun, cause somebody done shot my brother. I don't give a damn who the fuck you was, I'ma get you suckers. Why they have to take his life? He had 3 kids and a wife. Only thing that comes to mind is go in my closet and grab this 9. So I love my gun. Probably finna hunt my brother, cause ain't nobody else doing all these stupid killings than these dumb little fuckers. So easily they take life just to try and earn some stripes. But we gon' see who's on they job, because my OGs taught me right. So I love my gun. Bang, 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 when I load my gun. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't ever really be on it. When I load my gun, niggas die, bullets fly, mamas cry. Never been the type to let bullshit slide. No, it ain't no love for the other side when the homies ride. I said when the homies ride, shit get quiet. Why they wanna take my life? I don't know, but fuck it, I'ma ride for mine. With 2 pistols and 2 strikes, cause growing up in Cleveland ain't nothing nice. Stuck in the hood my whole life, done seen too many real ones die. Every night another rest in peace sign. Every night another little mama crying. So I load my gun, because somebody done shot my brother. This time it was the motherfucking punk police. Now I'm tripping, fuck 'em. They unjustly took his life. Why they stopped him for a lie? Knowing damn well we got it right. So if it don't change, I'ma let him fly. So I load my gun. Yeah. Bang, 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 when I load my gun. Yeah. You better load your gun. Yeah. You better load your gun. Yeah, you better load your gun. Yeah. I've been on the West Coast with the best smoke, trying to get my money right. Then I turn my TV on and something ain't feeling right. Hold up, niggas dying every night, bullets flying left and right. Rest in peace to the young niggas that keep dying for the time. Hold up, the niggas ain't speaking on it. I love my city, so I'm speaking on it. I ain't being quiet while these young niggas ride. I ain't trying to get no more condolence. If you really gave a fuck about your city, then you would do something. Just cause you keep you a 30 in your clip don't make you a killer. You ain't shit without extending those. You niggas never been 10 toes down. Tired of all the faking and the flexing. It's time you niggas exposed now. It's time you getting exposed. This shit's time niggas getting exposed. It's time you getting exposed. This shit's time niggas getting exposed. I stayed down till I came up. One and never change up. All my niggas 10 toes down. All my niggas 10 toes down. They stayed down till they came up. Cause real niggas don't change up. Niggas got it twisted. Just cause I pray for my city don't mean I didn't used to tear it up. I ain't really been saying much, cause I've been trying to get my paper up. I just cannot sit in silence while they terrorize us with violence. A lot of this shit wouldn't happen if more of our leaders were silent. You ain't shit without extendo. You niggas never been 10 toes down. I'm tired of all the faking and the flexing. It's time you niggas exposed now. It's time you getting exposed. This year's time niggas getting exposed. It's time you getting exposed. This year's time niggas getting exposed. You ain't shit without extendo. You niggas never been 10 toes down. I'm tired of all the faking and the flexing. It's time you getting exposed now. It's time you getting exposed. This year's time niggas getting exposed. It's time you getting exposed. This year's time niggas getting exposed.
Peace, peace. Welcome to the debate after party, hosted by Coliseum of Arguments on Titans Debate League. Y'all already know what time it is. The punches have been thrown, the blows have landed, and we're here to interview the debaters and get their report on how they feel they did. Peace, Gideon. You want to go ahead and give an intro?
Well, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is, man. All praise to the Most High. Appreciate the platform. You know, the debate, I always, what I'm saying, try to come correct because, you know what I'm saying, like y'all be holding it down over here. So, I can't be coming short and with the, opponents y'all be having. So I definitely can't be, I got to come correct. So hopefully, it was a good debate for everybody. Sister has some good information. And, we'll just see what everybody got to say if they have any questions or whatever.
Yes. I see Courtney in the chat. I know he was in attendance. He said he's at work right now. He going to pull up here shortly. Let me go ahead. So how do you feel about your performance tonight?
I mean, man, like I said, man, I just apologize to the audience because I thought it was a certain way. And, I kind of had it like set up that way. And when, I did it the way that it was supposed to be, I kind of just had to make some adjustments on the fly. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I think it was pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
I think you did pretty good, man. You adjusted pretty well in the ring, if I do say so myself, Definitely not a rookie. You didn't do too much complaining. You just did what needed to be done. Did the debate go the way you expected it to?
Yeah, it did. I mean, it did. It's just, just the, like, me neither or Issa Qween. None of us, we not reinventing the wheel. You know what I'm saying? They've been talking about this for thousands of years. So, I pretty much knew, all the angles that a person could take, and I'm quite sure she knew all the ones the person from my belief would take. So, like I say, it was just a good meeting of the minds. We on a good platform where, what I'm saying, this type of thing is respected. So it was good, man. I like it, man. It was straight.
Gotcha. I'm pulling up your Cash App. Let me get to this next question. Where we at? Was there a moment you felt like you had full control of the discussion?
Yeah, I mean, when the sister mentioned about the numbers 27 and then the numbers 36, it was just a slight misunderstanding of what numbers 36 is saying. It's actually saying if she marries somebody, if she marries somebody, then it has to be from that same tribe. And what that is made for is to keep that land inside the tribe. You know, you don't want an instance where somebody from the tribe of Gad is going to the tribe of Judah, marrying a woman, and he gets the land. No, it stays in that tribe. So it's only if she marries, she would have to be required to marry somebody from the tribe. It doesn't state she has to marry. So
It's a queen. Same question for you. Was there a moment? Was there ever a moment in the debate that you felt like you had full control of the discussion? You're muted.
Um,
Okay.
I feel like it was a good back and forth. The part that I felt like I at least had the most control in the debate was when I was talking about the science, the science behind the anthropology, and talking about the hunter gatherers of today's societies and how they run egalitarianly, and how I coincided that with the removal of certain freedoms that women once had under one um, lifetime versus how it happened under the Bible. So I get that he feels as though that it's very uniform, and they're giving a lot of power. But um, once you start to appoint where people can live, who people are living with, when people are reproducing, where people can serve gods, you are now under a oppressive system, and it doesn't matter which god does that to you. It's oppressive. If you are forcing me to only do something over there, that's a problem. And I think that's the part that Gideon keeps on missing when it comes to my argument, because he's used to being told what to do. And I'll end there.
that was
Gideon.
interesting. I'm wondering how I'm used to being told what to do. Not saying I am or not. I'm just wondering how would you say that? And what do you mean by that?
I don't mean it in no disrespect, but just in the way that I explained it, and the way that you keep on bringing up biology into the conversation, but the biology that a woman came from a man is wrong. So somebody is telling you that that's a true thing, and you're going with it. And I don't know why, right? But that's your business. I don't want to come at you about that. But then on top of that, when I say things like, in a society where you could pray whenever you wanted, you can talk to what you was doing, your merit was worth more than what you had, like those type of things. And then you have a person that comes into your space and tell you that you're not allowed to have your altar in your home anymore. You're not allowed to do rituals at your home anymore. You now have to do rituals at this temple over here. And just know, by your biology, I'm going to block you from being able to worship at this temple on certain times, even though you could have did it in your own house.
But
So once you
sister,
get into that type of dynamics, that's oppressive.
but do you
And you
know
don't understand that.
right? But do you know the cultures that the Bible was those cultures that you're talking about? Those were male dominated as well. Actually, they were male dominated and female subjugated. So like you're making bad comparisons again. So
What did I compare my what comparison did I make just now?
right.
So
Well,
which society?
okay. So all right. Let me.
Exactly. I
No,
was very vague because I'm
I drew
talking
up.
about, listen, because I'm talking about a specific point in time where I mentioned the primordial the primordial freedoms, right? I'm gonna read them for you one more time. Well, no, I can't do that. Never mind.
Yeah, nah, but
I'm not allowed to bring up any of the debate stuff, right?
right, right, but nah,
Okay.
I lost my train of thought. But again, like what you was just saying, it was a non sequitur. That what you were saying about it. So yeah, but
What is a non sequitur? What?
you stated that I guess, oh, when you were speaking about how the Bible came and took away the pagan, or not even pagan, I credit and say how the Bible came and took away the worship of many gods, male and female. You see what I'm saying? But you're making a claim as if that was bad. But those societies that worshiped Ishtar and Asherah, those were male dominated societies. So again, like I was like that comparative cancellation, you can't make that
But my
argument.
argument isn't that patriarchy was bad. The argument was about the Bible and the Bible's religion and what the Bible did, right? And according to women who, worshiped these Ishtars and these Ananas and these Asherahs, will you come in and tell us we can't do that anymore? That's oppressive. That's why they were yelling in Jeremiah, what, Jeremiah 7? Like, no, I want to praise the mother. That's
Right.
why they keep on doing it.
Again, I understand what you're saying, but that's a category error. The Bible isn't telling whomever they have to stop worshiping or whoever they want to worship. What the Most High is saying, if you're going to worship me, you cannot worship these false gods. Because as I showed in my very first, the woman is God. The same way man is God, the woman is God. And I showed that in my presentation. So again, you're making a lot of category errors. Like, but I can understand. It's
I get what you say. I just don't. I don't think you understand what I'm saying because you're okay with the tradition of taking other people's culture and killing them.
let me ask you.
Because we're not going to act like
Right,
these women had a choice, right? Under King Josiah, he put out his own mother,
right,
like I said in the right, like no women was safe of still worshiping these other goddesses. So it wasn't free will. It
right,
was a forced thing that the men or women too, right? Because there was women in there that was, cheering, hey, go in there and kill everybody and and enslave their women and shave their head bald. There was women a part of that. I can't just blame it on men.
right,
Like Deborah, right?
right.
Deborah,
So do
yeah.
you think, like, do you think it was problematic that the only evidence that you had for this utopian society was in the Paleolithic and Mesolithic eras, and nothing like with written history? You don't think it was problematic with that being your main source?
No, I don't think it's problematic at all because the only person who's using utopian is you. I've never used that word. I never said that, there was no murder. I never said that, life was just amazing under this time. All I said is that there is a spiritual oppression happening to women under this time. And that's one of the false arguments that you've made within this debate, right? You did it a couple of times where you presented something that I didn't say and then built your argument on that. And places that I come from is that's called the straw man.
Right. No, I just build your whole paradigm off like everything you say. So that's why I would say, a lot of the things you were saying, that's why I would say it, like just based on the culmination of everything you would say. So like I said, I just seen a lot of things that were problematic with your argument. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if a doctor tells you something, he's gonna have a supplement for it, and everything you went to to show examples of you was piecemealing, you was Frankensteining, or you was making a quilt of different cultures to go against the Bible when that's like logically like you can't do that when you're making an argument, based on reality. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, your primary source was like the cave people, how cave people was living, and that was based on scant evidence. Based on anthropological
Oh
conclusion.
wait, I talked about the Hasta and the Akun tribes too. I said, and then in one of my rebuttals, I talked about a whole 2023 study about 63 foraging societies that's alive right now. I spoke about more than that.
Yeah. Nah, you did a good job. You did a real good job.
Right. Like don't try to play me like I only
I'm
stayed back
still I'm
in
I had to think about
colonialistic times.
I'm still kind of, but yeah, I'm still kind of in combat mode, but yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
say,
because nah, I definitely spoke about that 2023 study from Science Magazine that talks about the 63 foraging societies that they went and studied, and 79% of them had women as hunters. And when the tribes depended completely 100% on women hunting, they were 100% involved into the hunting. So every time you said that women don't do this and women don't do that, I combated it with actual evidence that not only did we do it back then, but we can do it today. We can look out into the world right now and see women, white women standing behind next to dead elephants, and I go to the gun range, right? I wouldn't necessarily go hunting, but that's my personal choice. But women hunters are everywhere. So this idea that women don't hunt, I feel like that's a false argument. But I was pressed for time, so I couldn't get to all of your false arguments.
yeah, nah, it was, yeah, definitely good debate, definitely. But, so
But yeah,
Next question. Next
oh,
question. I did
uh,
have a few questions. I was just letting y'all iron that out. Um, Gideon, looking back, was there anything you would have done differently?
yeah, I would have got the right format together. That would have been it'd have been a little more seamless for me, and I could have got, because it kind of like, what I'm saying, threw the rhythm off, but I don't think it affected it, but I think it just affected, the presentation. But that's what I would probably do.
Definitely would. I know what you mean. Same question for you, Issa Queen. Looking back, is there anything you would have done differently?
I definitely would have edited better. I definitely would have timed myself better. Uh, because I didn't have the time to actually read out some of the scriptures and really get into some of the charts, because I do put a lot of like information in a little bit of time. I wish I could have like spread it out, but it's a lot of history you got to get through.
Peace, Omar. Peace.
Shalom, shalom. What's up? I appreciate it if you watch the debate, man. I appreciate it.
Any
Please, please.
questions or
Um,
comments? Any questions for Gideon or Issa Queen?
um, Salaki, y'all, I didn't get a chance to watch the freaking debate. I was just laid out. I just, I'm just getting back to the crib, from a long day at the work job. But yo, I know. Hold on, please, and hold on. Let me give my respects first. Shalom, A1. Shalom, Gideon. Shalom to my sister, yo, Issa. Yo, cause that's my new sis right there, boy. Cause you know what I'm saying. Yo, please tell me, Gideon, did Issa cook you?
Man, I was about to say something. I was about to say she cooked for me, but hey, man, we never have to do that.
We are going to be releasing half of the debate tomorrow, so that way people can get a bite of that. Other than that, you're going to have to become a $3.99 member if you want to check that out.
Yeah, no, A1. You already know. I'm gonna throw something up in there, and I'm gonna become the member too. But man, yeah, I just forgot, man. I had a long work day, man. I had a long work day.
This one for the record books. You're gonna want to check it out, man. It got heated back there.
Hey man, I ain't gonna front me, yo. Yeah, yo, the sister Issa is a fucking monster, yo.
Language, yeah.
Yo, Issa, yo, I ain't gonna front, yo, Gideon.
Nah, I was totally impressed, man. I was totally impressed. She definitely is a knowledgeable sister, and she definitely stand her ground. And she definitely don't stray away from the conflict. She remind me of Deborah in the Bible.
Yo, hold on. So I remember my last conversation with Issa, we was talking about Deborah in the Bible, and I remember when I had told her how Deborah had when the sons of Israel went to war the one time, and when Deborah gave them the speech when they was outnumbered, the children of Israel was outnumbered, and Deborah went up out there and gave them that speech, and they end up winning the war, being outnumbered. Yo, Issa tried to just write it off. But being our last dialogue from the other day, yo, I ain't gonna front, man. You know how you have a conversation with somebody, and it's like, okay, they don't agree what I'm saying, and I don't agree what they saying, but we going at each other. But from yesterday, yo, let me tell you, man, yo, Issa Qween is Issa is a beast of that knowledge, though, straight up and down.
So you saying you lost yesterday? That's what you're saying?
No. The conversation we had the other day, we was agreeing.
Yeah, we wasn't arguing yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I had Issa. Shalom, sister. I had Issa back the other day, and the reason I had the sister back is because she was spitting like I said. A1. There's sometimes I get. Oh my God. Shalom, JJ. Respect, JJ.
So Omar,
No.
what I would say,
No. We're talking about Issa right now.
No, I know what I'm saying.
We're talking about Issa.
Yeah, let me get the show back on track.
Yeah,
I don't know. We talking about yesterday.
Yeah,
2 days ago.
Like if the members came on and they seen it, I would.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm about to pass it around.
But Omar,
Jose,
I appreciate you, big dog.
Are you a member? Did you catch the debate?
Well, I don't have any access to anywhere back. I got to be a couple members, so I didn't actually catch.
Hey,
if you got YouTube, you can do it.
I got some for Jose too, A1. But I just want to tip my hat off to the sister Issa. I wanted to tip my hat off to the sister for doing her thing. Yo, the sister is a monster. The sister got damn good information. And you know what? Hold on. And you know what? Because y'all know my view from being an Israelite brother, saying a sister can't stand on the same ground as a brother. That's a sister that can refute information and to stand and hold her on. So I just want to pay homage and show salute to Issa, to the sister. You're welcome, Queen. Go ahead, Gideon, and then JJ can do his thing too. And it's all love. It's all love, man. At the end of the day, even to Jose, because I'm gonna break Jose down with that comedic stuff in a second. But y'all go ahead. Salutes and hats off to Miss Issa.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I'm a year. I'm a year to the upcoming people. You know, I'm a year.
I can't do 2 things. JJ7K, are you a member? Are you a 399 member? Did you check the debate out?
Nah, just send me a link. I spent $4 a month.
Oh yeah. You're on the page right now. It's the same link.
Oh, okay. Nah, I don't know what's going on.
JJ, 60-40, 60-40, nigga.
So my
60-40,
question,
nigga.
my question, my question to all
60-40,
y'all.
nigga.
My question to all y'all.
Where's the echo?
I don't know, man.
Babe,
64. That mean I won, right?
hold on, let me see.
JJ, I said 60-40.
All right, man. Okay, at least you humble.
You had the upper hand. You had the upper hand, brother.
Yeah, man. You get better in time, brother. It's okay. At least you admitted it. You got some more learning to do, man.
Nobody saw the debate. Nobody got no questions for okay.
Yeah, what y'all?
What was the topic? What was the topic?
How y'all think it will go? If the
What
Bible
was the topic? Man,
Yeah.
I've been running ads every time you come up.
Power. Who has it? Who controls it? And who does the Bible give it to? Welcome to the Coliseum of Arguments presented by Titans Debate League. This is not for the weak-minded. This is not for the easily offended. This is a battle for truth. In one corner, Issa Qween, bold, unapologetic, challenging the system, arguing that the Bible strips power from women. In the opposing corner, Gideon Israel, firm, disciplined, standing on scripture, defending the Bible as order, structure, and divine design. The question, does the Bible take power from women? Belief versus resistance, tradition versus challenge, scripture versus interpretation. No dodging, no soft takes, just raw intellectual combat. Who stands strong and who gets exposed? Step into the arena and witness it live. Coliseum of Arguments. Only the brave speak here. Are you not entertained?
Yep, that was the debate topic. Does the Bible take power from women?
What you think, Jose? You think the Bible takes power from women?
Where'd JJ go?
Well, you know my answer to that question, right? I think the Bible is very misogynistic book. So.
You think Egypt take power from women?
Oh, hell no. You never seen that.
Well, look, send me your email address. I'm gonna pay for your a membership so you can watch the debate.
I would like to do that, but I got orders that I can't do that.
But no, Gideon.
To say you've been gathering information for several years, and I mean, I understand you saying that about the Bible, but for you to say about Kemet, that's crazy, man. You must don't know Egyptian history.
But I have never ever seen women being mistreated in any African country. And I could say that because when the Nesut, there's a temple, his queen gets one, and she shares his titles. So she's equal to him as his queen. She has the same title, the same roles. Everything is no discrimination. She has
Jose,
Wait,
I got a question. I got a question for you, Jose.
Yes, I'm listening.
who is this? Wait,
It's Omar.
Not you, Gideon. Did you send me $10 today for something?
I'm listening to you, Omar.
Yeah, that was for the membership.
Why did you send me money?
That was for the membership. Because
but you didn't need to send me no money. I'm about to send you this back.
Nah, I won't become a member. You hear me?
I can't. You got to do it from your end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to do it from your end. I can't. I wish I was looking yesterday because I actually thought I could. When I had said that online, I thought that I could
Yeah,
I don't know what I thought. At the moment, it sounded like I thought I could do that. When I went to the thing, I couldn't pass out no free ones or issue nothing. I was like, dang, this doesn't work. And then I was gonna cash app everybody. I cash app 2 people, but the other 2 people didn't get it. So,
No,
uh,
A1.
but so
Hey,
you send me. I'm about to pay you for the debate though, so I got an extra $10 then of yours. But go
but
ahead,
no,
OJ.
A1. I wanna say something that Gideon said. So I I clicked the link and tried to become and tried to become a member, but for some reason from my account, it's not letting me pay in to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, YouTube don't like you?
But no, Gideon's just said the same thing too. Like for some reason, like whenever I try to pay from my direct account, it don't let me do it.
I didn't try to do it on my end though.
Oh, you didn't?
Nuh-uh.
But here's the crazy thing. Whenever I do it from my Rib account, it let it go through.
Oh yeah.
But it doesn't let anything
Did
I
you
do.
get my money? I just paid for it. I don't see my green membership.
Salaki, if somebody else is talking.
Go ahead,
Oh, he
bro.
became a member. Let me see. I ain't look at the comments. Issa Qween, to check your cash.
I should have like a green situation for me.
I don't see nothing yet. You'll get a symbol.
Issa over here putting boot the ass up on mugs. Issa over here putting boot the ass up on mugs.
That's what's up, man. That's how
They
CEOs do business, man. They just get it on GP on the spot, man. You know, we don't let they lines then in debate.
Yeah, I gotta remember, man. My normal life, just me doing my normal one too. Some people come around me. Oh, you welcome.
Did they go through?
Some people come around me feel like I'm bragging or I'm doing too much. I'm like, man, I'm just living. This is every day. I don't know I can't help it.
But I got something for Jose Francis,
or vice versa, or whatever.
I got something for Jose Francis.
Hold up, salami sandwich. What that you be saying? Salami sandwich. Hold up, bro. Salami sandwich, whatever you. What that mean, bro?
Come on, JJ. Brother. Come on, man. I didn't come in. I didn't come in hot. I didn't come in hot. Nigga, hold on, nigga.
I said salami sandwich, brother. Let me talk, right?
I'm gonna ask y'all keep up with the thing like A1. I don't really want y'all to like try not to curse on my debate show.
Who curses?
We don't got alcohol in the punch here, bro. We got like Kool-Aid and you know what I'm
saying? I got you, brother. Hey, hold up for a second. Did I pay $4?
Khan, Gideon. I got you, brother.
Let JJ get what he's saying out, please, man.
I paid $4.21. Where's my green symbol? Am I get a green symbol when I become a member?
You should, but
let me make a comment and see. I'm supposed to be special when you're a member. Oh, let me see.
Yes. All members are moderators, so you can go ahead and get your wrench back if you pay. You paid for it.
Yeah, I paid for it. Let me get my damn wrench. Omar, you in some trouble. You didn't ask for nothing.
It'll come up soon. Let me go to the YouTube and see what it looks like.
I'm gonna block you for a year.
Oh man, maybe I should take
I'm just joking.
That'll be a 24.99. That's what I should say. Gotta be it.
I'm just joking.
Can't be a bronze.
JJ won't buy in the franchise. I'm telling you.
Say JJ, you're.
Hey, peace to Jose friends. Hey, Jose friends. Okay, maybe it come to my. But
yeah, it's automatic. I can't control it. So.
Hey, Jose friends, did you see me and Unc's demonstration the other night? Did you enjoy it? Did you watch?
I don't want to talk to you right now.
Why, man? What you mad about?
Man,
this the new JJ, bro.
I
don't even let y'all get.
Because I'm doing streaming and I want to keep it up on my platform.
So, you said you didn't see it?
Like you on a spaceship, man. Where you at? Like
I don't know, but it's so much in background noise.
Hold on, what's your cash app again, Gideon?
It's GI forever.
GI forever?
Yeah.
Oh, duh, you just cash app me. No, you cash app my other account though. GI forever.
Jose Fraser, why you
$sign
lying?
GI forever? No, that can't be
Jose
it.
Fraser.
Yeah, $sign. I'm tripping. $sign G-I, the number 4, E-R.
The number 4 what? GR?
G-I 4 ever. E-V-E-R.
E-V-E-R. Gotcha. Boom, there you go. You came up.
Real quick, y'all. Do y'all want to dialogue something strictly off the topic of the debate today, or do y'all or do y'all want to stray off topic?
Nah, I mean it's on A1. I'm good. Like y'all, y'all want to reason about like y'all, whatever, man. Nah,
let's respect tradition, man. And let me get through these questions.
Let me ask A1 something.
A1, check your cash app. Make sure you got that.
A1, did you see my demonstration with Unc the other night? Was you in the audience?
I was doing my own show on them the same time you were doing yours, but ours started like 2 hours before yours. But I did see that you were doing something because I always peruse the other channels to see who's active at the same time as me, just to see why my numbers may be where they are at certain times. But real quick.
Let's be real for a second. Some of you claim you're the best debaters in the game, but every week you're still arguing for free. You study, you prepare, you show up, you give them viral moments, and the platform gets paid, not you. That's not competition, that's exploitation. Some leagues built their entire reputation off the backs of debaters they never intended to compensate. Clips, views, donations, super chats, and the people creating the content still walking away with nothing. Over here, we don't play that game. We are one of the only debate leagues actually paying debaters, reinvesting back into the community. Because if your arguments generate value, you deserve value. So here's the reality check. If you're really the monster you claim to be, if your research is really as sharp as you say, if you really think you could dominate any room, then prove it. And here's where the stakes are real. Warriors don't fight exhibitions forever. They fight where the prize is. So you have a choice. Stay comfortable debating for exposure, building someone else's empire, or come step into the arena where serious debaters get respect and paid. This isn't charity. This is combat.
Yeah, I like that right there. You need to show that commercial more often. Hey, who was that guy on that lion, boy? That's a handsome fella.
Hey, I got that back in, bro. Appreciate that, Jeremy.
That dude on that lion, boy, that's a sharp cat, man.
Jeremy, A1, I got it.
Hey, Gideon, did you get beat up, man? That what the word is on the streets, man. I had to come in here and ask you.
Oh, nah, all I can say, man. I gave it the old college try.
Right.
We just want to see how it goes, man.
No, they didn't say that yet. I'm just trying.
I already know, man.
He said he gave the college.
Yeah.
Oh man, when you gonna debate, man? You think you ready? We can start out with one of the newer debaters.
What you is?
I'm muted over here. That's what's going on.
Is Issa chopped liver, bro?
Can't nobody hear me talking. That's because I was.
Not you, Gideon. I said Omar. I know you are a heavy hitter.
I was saying, yeah, Gideon. No doubt, Gideon. You know I got you, man.
Oh, for sure. Appreciate it.
And then one day I'm gonna get out the red, man. One day.
Yeah.
Just keep supporting y'all. Everybody get a membership. One day it's gonna be 1,000 people in the stands, and we're gonna be doing these same shows. So keep working, keep grinding.
Hey, I need to make me a $50 debate, brother. I need to get me an easy 50. Who won't smoke?
Sign up for the next tournament. Really, I'm focusing on tournaments.
I want to exhibition.
I got the women's tournament coming up. I'm going based off the support that I get. So if I get
the season. This is biased.
I'll issue out more debates, but it's just.
Hold up, baby.
My budget is $400 a month.
Hold up. Wait a minute. This is biased.
I got that. I can do 100 a week.
Listen, A1, this is biased, brother. Now, so the women get to debate with us, but we can't jump in. I want to jump in the women's tournament.
It's definitely set it up for a debate. Is it biased for A1 to have a women's only tournament?
Yeah, I want to jump on it. I want to jump. Yeah, they get to be in our tournament. Well, I can't be in there and slap them around. In election.
We definitely got some women in the tournament. Be looking for the results show for
that's gonna be
Suave
fire.
Boss and Honey.
Round 3 is here. Round 3 is here. Only one walks away, only one advances, and only one gets closer to that $500 prize. It's the clash you've been waiting for. Suave Boss versus Honey Clark. This isn't just a debate. This is a battle of logic, loyalty, and truth. The topic: can you be patriotic and treasonous at the same damn time? Taking the affirmative, Suave Boss stepping into dangerous territory, arguing that loyalty and betrayal might live in the same space. And you already know, Honey Clark is coming to tear that argument apart. No dodging, no filters, no mercy. This is round 3. This is elimination. This is where reputations are built or broken. Who moves on and who gets left behind. Pull up, tune in, don't blink. Because when that bell rings, only one survives. Coliseum of Arguments.
Hey, what is that? An AI voice or is that you?
No, man, you know that's me, man.
Let me see. Freestyle right now. Let me hear you do it. Go ahead. Do it right now. Go ahead. Let me try.
AI can't do it like that, man.
Hold on. Only one survives. Who will be? Let me do one, man. I want to work behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Trapaholics.
Go ahead. Do it again.
I used to walk around the house doing that all day. I used to get a lot of practice.
One will survive. With JJ
That's dope. That's dope. A1. That's dope. A1, and it's very unique. And I really dig it. I've never seen nothing like this on what you do, on how you put the characters up there, and then the characters have actual live movement. And I really like that. That shit is dope as hell.
I know. See,
I love it.
Did you notice I do this like every day of the week for a different show? I be putting in work, bro.
Hold up. So Omar, you got to work your way up to be a cartoon.
You know, I just when people come through,
10 years from now,
I hope they appreciate this.
I don't want my character up there.
I don't want my that little tango you got over. It's gonna be dope, bro. You know?
No, nigga, I ain't no. You stupid ain't wasted. I do my own stunts, but no, JJ, that's not a Kango. JJ, that's not a Kango. That's a polos.
Okay, we're gonna have you.
That's the polos. Yeah.
I'm gonna have you next. I'm have you next.
We stand on horsepower. We stand on horsepower up over here, Jack. Straight up and down. I love my polos. Yes, you know. That's just my swag. That's just my swag. I love dressing in polos.
Hey, you had this.
No, actually,
that's the same picture for 10 years ago. Damn it, sweetie, you got. I know you got more than one.
No, it's not.
That's your new one. Okay.
I got no. I got loads of polos. I got. Well, I don't want to make this show about polos that I ain't even ripped tags off of from years ago. I still got polos with tags on them. But I don't want to make it about that. Like, let's stand on information.
Okay. You know what, man? I'm sorry about
let's stay on information, JJ.
Yeah. I'm sorry about coughing, man. This Colorado weather. One day it's 80, and then tomorrow it's supposed to snow. Shit, crazy, bro. But
I thought you was. I thought you was back east, JJ. I thought you was back east, JJ.
I've been back out here for about 5.5 years, bro. Yeah.
You are in Colorado?
Hey, come on vacation and leave on probation. You hear me?
Hey, just to keep it on something solid though. Did I remember you were saying something? Did you ever get your CDL, Jones? JJ?
No, that wasn't me. No, I wasn't trying to get a CDL. You might have got me mixed up, family. But
I thought you said that you was driving like some years ago or something like that.
Nah, I mean I do heavy machinery. You know, I operate heavy machines. Some heavy machines.
Oh, okay. But no.
I got that Midwest, you know, lingo.
I know.
You from there too, right?
Brother, I'm from
And y'all not
Chicago.
gonna ask them no questions about their debate. Y'all about to talk about trucking.
Okay, hold up, man. Let me tell you something.
Okay,
All right, hold on. Y'all gotta wait till
Hold up.
No,
let me get back to
no
this.
No,
TDL,
let me ask you a
no
question.
Midwest, no Midwest stuff. Come on, JJ, let's get it
Yeah,
in,
okay,
brother,
watch this.
respectfully.
So my
And you know
opinion
what?
on that
And you know
is
what?
that
I'm not gonna use
go ahead.
profanity either.
All right. Hold up. So you want to go, Omar, or you want me to go?
Well, I want,
Salami.
brother, you know it's Salaki. You, JJ. Come on, brother. You know it is. But
Come on,
first,
man.
hold on.
Let me see you say a whole
First,
sentence.
no,
At least
no,
I can
no,
go
no,
Yahweh
JJ,
Bas and Yahweh Shafakata. Yes.
Barakata.
All you gonna say
But
Slocky, and then you get back to
JJ,
talking English. Go ahead.
JJ, this topic ain't about me and you. What I
Okay, go
want to
ahead.
do, I actually, I wanted to hear from the sister Issa, and I wanted to
Yeah,
hear
go ahead.
from Gideon.
Issa Qween in the building.
Yeah, because it's they joint. It's they joint.
Yeah, you got to add her on the billboard there. Put it next to me because I got the king hat on. Put it next to me so she
We can
next
finish
to
our
royalty.
conversation. Oh, JJ. We gonna finish our conversation. But the thing is, I just I don't want to make it about no homo, me and you. This ain't got nothing to do with me and you. I want to
What are you
hear
talking
about. I want to hear
about?
from the sister Issa. I want to hear
Yeah,
from the
that's
sister
the
Issa,
question.
and I want to hear from Gideon.
Okay, I want to
You
know
know,
what side of the argument she was on. That's what I want to know first.
and you know what, JJ, that's the fair
Come,
question because I was
yeah,
getting ready
come
to ask
on.
that too, JJ.
Yeah, okay,
So,
come on.
so
All
go
right,
ahead,
come on,
sister
Shy
Issa.
Time. Shy Time. We both from Illinois. Come on, let's let sister. So, what side of the argument was you? I bet you were saying that the Bible do women discredit, or are you saying the camps do? Because like somebody said about Deborah was running things, and then Jesus had the chicks with him. So I mean, what's your side of it? Go ahead.
So yes, I was on the side of the Bible does take power away from women.
Mm,
And a lot of the examples that I used was the
mm-hmm.
fact that they basically went to war on the spiritual queen of heaven, right? So when the women were fighting against and arguing against being, you know, having to only pray to a male God, do y'all not call that an oppression of spirituality?
Okay. Okay. So Yahweh had a wife back in the day, and you're right. They took his wife away, man.
No,
You
JJ,
know.
what I countered with is showing
Uh-huh.
that Yahweh is the man and the woman. He is male and female.
Oh, come on, man. The one you lost. I'm
Yeah,
messing
that's
with
not
you.
true.
Wait a minute.
That's not true, Gideon.
What you mean he the man and the woman?
That's not true, Gideon.
Hey, well, you ever heard of this before?
Like I showed in the debate, when the Most High made creation, He made man. He
Uh-huh.
made male and female in the image of the Most High.
Okay, I get
And
it.
Sister Issa Queen herself admitted that the Holy Spirit is the feminine form.
Mm,
So she helped me in that aspect too. And I'm quite sure when the
mm,
judge look at it, they gonna see that. So
mm,
yeah, it definitely glorifies the woman. It just doesn't give Yahweh another woman that wasn't involved in creation. Like he
uh,
don't need, he don't need that.
okay.
Right, but I don't think I validated your point. What I actually said was that uh, in order for Yahweh to make, male and female in his image, you're talking about an androgynous God and a God who has both breast and, a penis. And I asked you if that's what you're telling me about Yahweh, and you never answered that question.
Mm. Answer
Yes, but
now, Gideon.
you gotta understand the Bible. I'm just going by what the Bible says. The Bible says Yahweh is a spirit. So when you're trying to put anthropomorphic or anthropolog or rather anthropomorphic appendages on Yahweh, whether it be from the male species or the female species, that's incorrect. We were made physical, but Yahweh is not physical. Only the word is physical.
So why do y'all pretend like it's a male god, a male deity?
No, the people who feeding you that line is pretending that. But that's why
So
the name of the debate the name of the debate is, does the Bible do it? And the Bible doesn't do it.
The
the
Bible
the Bible
always,
absolutely considers him a he.
No, it
the
doesn't.
Bible says he. The Bible
You
says
It,
yourself
Yahweh.
you yourself
It doesn't say
quoted
he, she.
you yourself quoted Proverbs 8 when it spoke of wisdom. And it spoke of wisdom being there from the beginning.
right, but we're not talking about wisdom right now. We're talking about Yahweh, and Yahweh has been
Yeah,
recorded as a he.
yeah.
All
He.
the time.
And as
All
I
the time.
showed in the scripture, that's all Western mistranslation and correct interpretation of that. But I showed that Yahweh is the male and the feminine. That's what the Bible teaches.
See, but see, you keep doing that. The male and the feminine. Feminine is an energy. You could be a male and be feminine. And
It's male
oh,
and the female.
no,
I want to say that. I do
I
want to say
didn't
that.
hear that part in the
But
debate.
Gideon, the word
But okay,
itself,
because I heard
when
you
you
say
it,
the masculine and the feminine, but I didn't hear you say Yahweh was the male and the female. That's
Yeah,
androgyny. That's going into something else.
yeah.
that's
Not
what it is.
man in his first formation. Remember, male and female, man. Now, if you want to say that was androgynous, we could talk about that. But Yahweh is not androgynous because Yahweh is not a physical being.
But that is what you're saying when you say Yahweh is male
Gideon.
and female. You're
Hey,
saying
Gideon.
Yahweh is an
Oh,
androgynous
Gideon.
deity. That's what you're
yeah,
saying.
Jose, you're really low.
Do do
I can
do
And
hear you,
do
but
no,
do.
barely.
Hey,
what he's
Gideon.
saying,
it sounds like
he's making that
you a
statement
stowaway
is
on a
that
ship
Yahweh
or
is
something, man. What you
androgynous. That's
doing,
what he's
man?
saying. That's what it means. Yahweh would have male and female characteristics.
Hey, hey, yo, Jose, you really low and it's really muffled. We can barely hear you, brother.
Are you hearing that now?
Nah, man.
Nope.
Yeah.
Still sound
Wow.
horrible.
But
All
but
right.
but
It's,
but,
just, it's not
but,
even
but
static. It's just low.
yeah,
I know.
but
Somebody
hold
got
on,
some static
hold,
in the background.
hold
Oh, it
on,
just
real
went away.
quick,
Who was that? Oh, that was him. Dang, you was messing up the whole feed.
real quick, Jose, and real quick, Gideon. I wanted to piggyback off of not off my last conversation with Issa, but our first conversation that I had with Issa, because I've been agreeing with with Issa Queen a lot lately, and the sister got smoke. She's well knowledge, but uh, diving back into our very first conversation, so going back to Deborah, so I want to set the stage for everybody to listen very clearly. I want to set the stage. So when you go back to the book of Judges, right? Deborah is out there with with the soldiers of Israel going to war, right? The soldiers of Israel, they're outnumbered. They're outnumbered. Their numbers are very small. They looking across the battlefield of an opponent that outnumbers them tremendously. So looking across the battlefield, know that you finna go to war, and people are gonna be unalived, and you outnumbered, and your back is against the wall because you are outnumbered. What did Deborah do? Deborah went out there. She gave those boys the speech of a lifetime. Told them, look, because we diving into a subject about how powerful is a woman, and then diving back into the Bible to where people say a woman ain't valued. Like a woman can't contribute something that's very powerful. The woman is the best thing in the Bible. And I'm gonna go to some other scriptures. I'm gonna go to some other scriptures later on. But diving back into the story of Deborah, the children of Israel, they outnumbered. They back us against the wall. They looking across the battlefield like there's no way in the world that we can win this battle. And that's the book of Judges. We outnumbered, and you know what? We gonna go to the battlefield and die. What did Deborah do? Deborah rode out there on her horse and gave them boys a speech and said, you know what? It don't matter about being outnumbered. Having faith in the Most High and keeping them laws, and guess what? The Most High is going to look out for us to win this battle, even though we outnumber. Deborah gave them boys a speech of a lifetime to give them spirit, to give them hope, to tell them, look, y'all finna go out there and y'all finna win this war. A female, not a man. A man didn't go out there and go deliver that speech. A woman did. And you know why the woman did that? Because hearing soft, good, harsh, good words from a woman can motivate a man to goddamn freaking break down a freaking mountain. And that's what the children of Israel did. And they went out there and they fought. And even though they was outnumbered heavily, they won that war. And that's from the book of Judges. A woman, biblically speaking, is damn near almost right below a level of Hamashiach. A woman, a righteous woman can motivate a man to do amazing things. And you know what? In order for us to have solidarity and believing in these scriptures, a woman has and this is biblically speaking. A man can't move or do nothing without having a woman behind his back.
Well, see, this is what I say.
A woman, listen, I'm finna land, Gideon. A woman has absolute power.
Right.
Strong.
So
biblically speaking, and I'm gonna land there. Go ahead, Gideon. My bad, brother.
So I just wanted to I
want to go after Gideon.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like the debate, and that's one of the things I was speaking about. Like, what is power? Like, when we're talking about power, what are we really saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, and
I want to speak after whoever's last.
Do you want me to elaborate? I'm sorry to cut you off.
I'm not questioning you as far as what you, but I would like to hear what you think it is. But I'm not questioning you as far as what is it. But I'm just saying, like, that's what I
can elaborate. I can elaborate.
Yeah, that's what I like. One of the things I wanted to be clarified in the debate. Not saying she didn't do it, but just on my part. But yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna elaborate, and I'm gonna use my life as the model. So this is what I'm talking about. Okay. Yesterday was the last of the tax season. I don't like to wrap my head around that. You know what my queen did? She said, yo, pull up your stuff. I'm gonna get it done. She got it done because guess what? And you know what? Not only did she ask, but she took the lead in that. Because guess what? In that area, she's smarter than me. So you know what? I didn't argue her down. I said, you know what, baby? You got it. Handle it. She handled it. We got our taxes in. Okay, boom. Let's move on to another situation. She like, okay, baby. Okay, you hungry? Because cook, like I said, throwing down on a stove ain't my thing. What you want? You know what? I tell her, baby, it's whatever you make, I'ma eat it. Not being that. Hold on. Not being nasty and nothing like that. As far as cooking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like. Okay, cool. It's a plethora of other areas to where when my lady say something and I don't have no knowledge, I don't challenge her. I say, you know what? Cool. Whatever you say. Now, when it comes to important areas of the household, depending and things that I am knowledgeable about, yeah, she's not gonna argue me down. What I say, go. But even though saying what I say go, first of all, I'm gonna get her input and I'm gonna compute it. And you know what? If what I say is better for our household, it's better. And guess what? She ain't got no pushback. And guess what? If I say something and she say something and what she says is better for our household, you goddamn right I'm gonna listen to my queen. I'm gonna listen to her. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think this thing of just because a brother is an Israelite, like somebody rule, like it's totalitarian and somebody ruling with an iron fist. Hell no.
Wait, let me
my woman tells me what to do, but I just want to land there. Go ahead, Issa sister.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Gideon.
let me just say this. Like when I was talking about ancestral power, and this was a part of my introduction, I was talking about the three primordial freedoms that we have as human beings in this natural earth. And it was the body autonomy, the economic participation, and spiritual authority. That's what I was talking about. So when you and when you distort those things and your power gets lost in the systems, that is a form of oppression, right? So when I said the body autonomy and I spoke about how you got to pay bride prices and how Leah was forced into a marriage with Jacob, who didn't even love her, right? And didn't love her so much that she named her children after the love that she didn't get. She was sad and depressed and lonely. And people forget that because it's the 12 tribes of Israel, right? That's what I brought up. That she didn't have her own body autonomy to even be able to divorce this man that was making her unhappy, like she would have if she lived in Kemet. In Kemet, she could have divorced him. And then on top of that, it's a whole like sibling rivalry between her and her sister to who can have the kids of this nigga. Like, don't even get me started on
So Issa
Jacob.
Qween, before you go,
Anyway, but
can
wait,
I
hold
ask
on,
you?
hold on. Let me land my plane with this,
Yeah,
right?
I want because
Yeah, when it comes to the economic participation, like I don't like we were talking about how the what's the daughters who was inheriting the land only because there were no sons. So if there were sons around, she wouldn't be able to inherit any land. That is an oppression of land withholdership, according to my introduction of the things that I was trying to prove in the debate, right? And then the spiritual authority, when I was talking about the suppression of Asherah, when y'all was getting rid of the Asherah poles and stopping us from being able to pray to her, and we would still act saying like we still want to pray to her in Jeremiah 7. So when I say that y'all take power away from women, that's what I'm talking about. I get that it wasn't terrible. I get y'all wasn't pulling women by the hair. I'm not saying that y'all were bad guys, but when it comes down to how y'all formed a structure, a system, y'all did, oppress us. But I'm not Levantine, I'm African.
Issa,
right,
Issa, Issa,
hold on, Omar. Let me respond real fast.
yo,
Omar.
Gideon, I'll be 30
Hold on,
seconds.
son.
30
Omar,
seconds,
I need you
Gideon.
to hold
I
up.
just want to
It's gonna slip my mind. So this is what I want to ask the sister, bro.
go ahead, Gideon.
What?
Slocky.
Thank you. What are the three primordial things that you was talking about And can you show me where did those three things existed at the same time in history? And again, what I'm saying you're doing, like the Bible, like just picture the Bible is in the boxing ring, and the Bible is standing toe to toe fighting, but nobody is in the ring fighting with him. But somebody is throwing bricks from the top stand. That's what your argument is doing. So I want you to come to the ring and show us where those three things that you said are for a woman. Show me where that was in history, and I'm gonna give it real back to you. Right back to
Hey,
you.
Issa, Issa, I just want to go for 15 seconds right quick. I just want to say Salaki, and I apologize because I didn't get a chance to. I didn't see the debate, so I wanted to apologize on things that I just said. If it wasn't critical to the debate, because I can't watch it, so I didn't want to make it seem like I was making like a point based upon you and Gideon's debate. So I'm gonna bow out, and then I can give my opinion on things that y'all talking about now. But I want to say I didn't see the debate. So Salaki, if I misspoke off of something that I didn't see, and that's to Sister Issa, and that's to Brother Gideon. Salaki, y'all.
You
Yeah,
good?
no, you're fine. You good. You was just telling me about Deborah. You didn't hear my because you didn't hear my debate. You didn't get my premise. That's why I told it to you. If I was just a little bit passionate, that's because I'm still in like debate
Yeah.
mode.
No,
So
no, no,
don't
no,
be.
no. No, Issa, no, Issa. I can always stand corrected. It's
Yeah,
not
so
a big
like
deal.
that was my premise. That was in my
But
introduction when I was talking about the body autonomy, the economic participation, spiritual authority. Those three things is what you find in these time
I'm
periods.
sorry. Say that
And
again.
how I
I'm sorry. Say that again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
body autonomy, economic participation, and spiritual authority. And you find that in egalitarian societies all over the place. And you know how we know is because all of the different types of spirituality systems is out there, right? It wasn't just the Bible and the Quran. It like African has spiritualities. You had Kemet, you had Samaria, you had West Africa. Because as people, human beings, because we're not talking about just individual cultures now. We're talking about how does human beings evolve and create systems. That's what we're talking about when I'm talking about the anthropology of entire people group. So when I brought up the different when I bring up like the different polytheistic um, ideologies that are out there, that is proof. The fact that you know that the Greeks have a pantheon, the fact that you know that the the indigenous Americans have a pantheon and gods that they abide by, the fact that you know that the South Americans and their tribe, the Andeans, they had, because I brought up the Andeans as well, that they had a spirituality system that they believed in. So that in itself proves that people, human beings, had the right to their own spiritual autonomy across the world until
Right.
somebody comes in and decides that they don't have that right no more. That's
Right.
how that works.
Right. So I think I am about to say one thing is that maybe it's not you, Omar. Maybe it's me because I've always heard that if if people do the same thing, it's probably not them, it's you, because she's doing the same thing, that you doing. Like a lot of times, she didn't answer my question. Like when I asked you what is power, you said what power was, but I would have to have extrapolated it from the thousands of words you said. Just as in the case with her, but hers is even worse because I asked her to explicitly give me any example of any culture that had those three things that she just named at the same time, and she couldn't.
Gideon, Gideon. Issa answers your question, brother.
Okay, so I'm gonna repeat it. Which civilization had those three things: body autonomy, spiritual, what you say, supremacy, or what you say, economic, what you
I said the Andeans, the South American Andeans. And in my presentation, let me go to my notes because I don't have my presentation out anymore. Sorry, y'all. When I was talking about the South American Andeans and when those people brought the Bible over to them and how they used the verses from the Bible to suppress them, when I was talking about all of that, I was talking about the parallel leadership roles that they had in their culture. They had a system where men had their spirituality and their laws and courts that they handled for them, and the women had the same exact thing, but it was all women. And they got rid of the ones that was ran by the women and kept the other. Oh, here it goes. The Extirpation of Idolatry, written by Pablo Jose de Arega. It provides instructions for finding sorcerers and their sacred objects. Well, what are sorcerers? You would think that's how you go to the Malus Maleficarum, right? Well, what's the Malus Maleficarum? The witch's hammer that tells you about how you find witches through healers and midwives and people that do
It's not the
spiritual
debate, Sister Queen. I don't
polytheistic
mean to interrupt, but I
spirituality
just
system.
want to know
I'm
the specific.
answering your question.
I want to know the specific cultures. You said Native
I said the
American,
Andean culture, and now I'm explaining
but
what the
but they
Andean
have
culture is.
they're ruled by men.
They aren't ruled by men. I just
Yeah,
said they were a
it's the chief.
parallel.
It's the chief.
Okay.
It's the big chief.
No. I just said this area in this place in Peru that I'm talking about that went through the extirpation of idolatry, and they had a parallel system where the men had ownership of their courts, their religions, their laws, and the women had control of their courts, their religions, and their laws. That's what I said. It
Right.
wasn't men ruled over everything. It was a parallel system that worked
No,
harmoniously because the
no,
women took care of the
not
women and kept
necessarily.
them in line, and the men kept take care of the men and kept them in
Right.
line. It works just as
Right,
well.
right, and that in of itself doesn't even speak of what you're claiming to be egalitarianism, because all that is saying, and that's basically almost exactly like the Akan, the Queen Mother, because the Queen Mother, the only affairs that she take care of are the domestic affairs. So you're describing the same type of system where in Peru, the women, they take care of the domestic affairs, while the men, just like in the Akan culture, they take care of the men affairs, the state affairs. The women take care of the domestic affairs. So that's not egalitarian. That's not.
First of all, there's different forms of egalitarian society. So I don't even know which definition you're using right now, right? That's one. Secondly, I bet you ain't never heard of this Andean culture that I'm talking about. For you to be, equated it to the Akan culture because that's the culture you know of.
No, you said it. You described it when you said
You
the.
so you're going by what I
You
said.
say you said
You're gonna go by what I said to know the entirety of these people's culture to be able to equate it to a whole nother people's culture and make an assumption on it. That's
I'm
what you're
going
telling me
by
you just
I'm
did.
going by the political system that you just described, and I said it's akin to the Akan culture. You
But
said
that don't mean it's the same. And what
no,
I'm saying is you're trying to change what I'm saying to fit what you know. And what I'm saying is the courts was ran by the women. The spirituality was ran by the women. Everything that was underneath what it takes
so
to
now you're
govern the
changing.
women was
You're
ran
changing.
by the women. That's what I said. And now you're trying to change it into
No,
domestic things.
no.
That's what
At
you're trying
first,
to change what I
no,
said. And like
no.
that's uh, you know what? Do you?
So it's a queen. This is what I'm asking. At first, you said the women ran their affairs and the men ran their affairs. That's what I thought you said. You didn't say that though.
I explained at least three different times that they ran their own courts, they ran their own
Oh, listen.
spirituality,
No,
they
so
ran.
so
I
it should
said it
be
like three
easy.
different times, and I
No,
probably switched up how I
you
said it
saying they
every
ran
single
their.
time because
You
I'm not a
said,
tape recorder. But
sister,
I
listen,
do know I said
listen, listen. You saying they ran their own courts. that's still not answering my question, because who is they and who is own courts? Are you saying
The
the women?
Andean culture that I'm talking about in Peru, that this brother, this no, I wouldn't call him a brother. This colonizer Pablo Jose de Orega went to in 1621. He found a tribe of people and he completely changed his structure. And then he went to as far as to change the imagination of those people by giving them the Bible and making them worship the Bible. That's what I was talking about.
Right. So like I said, from how you first stated it, all I said was it's very similar to the Akan culture. And in that culture, it is separated, but the men, they still run it, they still rule it. And actually, there is actually less body autonomy in those type of cultures, because the woman is actually handled like a piece of meat.
But
And
see what you're doing right now, you're trying to equate what I said with the Andean culture to what you know
no,
about the Akan
no,
culture.
it's
It doesn't
still
matter what the
got
Gideon,
Akan people do. If
Gi-
my example is this Andean
Gideon,
culture that you
Gideon,
asked me for.
no. Go ahead,
Gi-
You
brother.
you trying to
Gideon.
play games.
Go ahead, brother Omar.
So I just pulled up a source and it's leaning towards what Issa said. So let me cite the source. So this is Susan Kellogg, professor out of the University of Houston, and a professor. She's a lady. Her name is Susan Kellogg. If y'all want to look her up, out the University of Houston. So this is her expertise dealing with with late me, meso or meso, whatever, however you want to say,
Mesolithic. Mesolithic.
no,
Yeah.
meso or meso,
Mesolithic. Mesolithic.
pre American culture. So
Pre-American. See, stop trying to bring it to ancient times. This is pre-American culture that I was talking about.
thank you. It's signed toward Issa. So I'm gonna read it. So this is Susan Kellogg expertise out of the University of Houston, and she's a professor. When describing the social position and roles of women in ancient Mesoamerican societies, particularly Aztecs of the late post, oh my God, this shit is so small. Post-Lick period, and link concepts of gender, complementary and gender parallelism often appeared. In 1978, when she first did among the first to discuss gender complementary within indigenous Mesoamerican societies, she observed, and through the research, Andean woman and man often played different roles within household, oh, I mean, households households that led to productive economic and social relations. She also noted, however, that gender bias hierarchies coexisted along such complementary forms of organization. John Mahogan pointed out, another scholar, out that gender
Did
complementary
you
carries.
you finish? So you know what?
I'm almost done. Just let me land. I'm almost done. Carries different meanings among Mesoamerican groups, even within them. There may be an argument for a 2001 study essay that gender complementary could also refer to the sense of two halves constituting the whole. The second sense in which the genders are also said to be complementary is that of males and females mutually completing each other to achieve a certain status in society. Finally, is there a sense that men and women complement each other in order to produce effects in concert that they are different from those produced separately? It's leaning towards Issa. in this thing. Gideon, you an Israelite brother. I'm an Israelite brother. I love you, brother. I'm just saying this specific subject is leaning toward Issa, and that's all I'm saying, brother. I digress.
Bruh, you interpreted that as probably as horribly as you could, my brother.
I read it Gideon. I read it verbatim, brother.
Yeah, but you read that horribly because
I very seldom disagree with you.
Right. Because
I don't think I ever disagree with you.
Because what you just read was the first part of it was just saying that we see gender roles. First of all, they're not explicitly saying what those gender roles are, but then it follows up with saying that we see different societies like that also. So that's not different from what I said in my debate. I said in my debate that we can't never say there are absolutes. And then for your second part, that was even more to what I was saying. You mentioned, first you said, the source was talking about the different, gender roles in societies. And then you said that, well, you didn't acknowledge the fact that the same source or that same section said that is just one of the many different kinds. So it didn't explicitly state what those gender roles were, and then it said that it's other ones. But hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
Pull it up.
That's the problem because I can't
finish
because you go on and I lose. But no, this is what I'm saying. So I lose my thought. So your second point was just speaking of complementary roles that men and women share, which is something that I agree to and I wholeheartedly subscribe to. So now, which is why I asked you earlier, what do you call power? And instead of you giving me 4,000 words, I was hoping you give me something very concentrated and we can build off that because it leads to other questions, which is
that's a simple answer. Power. Power.
Nah, let's not try to
but that's the thing. Like I've answered that question over and over again. It's coming to the fact of you just don't
answer your question, Gideon.
In my introduction, I answered your question. I told you
I was talking specifically to Omar just now.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Now,
Gideon.
Because now I'm about to ask the question. Hypothetically,
pull up Susan Kellogg. That's all I'm saying.
Omar, you gotta let the brother finish. You're doing the ISUP. This is what ISUPK do, brother. You learn it from them, man. They don't have the decorum and this.
Stop, JJ. I'm trying
to be honest, man. You keep cutting the man off.
He passed,
and then now you distracted with me. All I just said, let the man talk.
Yeah.
Give him 2 minutes at least.
That's all I was saying, Omar. The last section of what you was reading only was speaking of complementary roles are better than just one person. That's literally what you just read. So I don't see how you would think I'm opposed to that when my whole debate was based on that. But go ahead.
Well. Let me be.
Let's read that last part again.
Let me be frank, because whenever I visit New Orleans, I'm frank, and whenever I visit back to Chicago, I'm earnest. That was a jokey. Okay, let's get back to business. Okay, so let's pull up the source. It's Susan Kellogg, the professor over there at University of Houston.
Right. Start with the second part, because I said the second part is basically saying what I said. Complementary roles between men and women is what the Bible promotes. But go ahead, read it and see if what you say is
Gideon. I really didn't have necessary pushback on what you were saying since I came.
You said what you just read goes against what I'm saying. So go ahead.
All I'm saying is listen. It's barely.
Bro, I think it's only fair you read it.
It's barely.
Yeah, I think it's only fair, bro. I think it's only fair.
Hold on. It's barely by a fraction of a centimeter leaning towards Issa's view of what she said. That's what I'm saying, brother. I'm not saying I'm not saying you necessarily. I'm not saying, oh, you absolutely wrong, Gideon. I'm not saying that, brother.
No, I'm
All
saying
I'm
I
all
know, I understand that. I'm just saying,
brother,
just read the
you
source.
can pull it up. I told you, it's Susan Kellogg, professor out of the University of Houston.
Right, read it.
Her name
Read that
is
second
Susan
part.
Kellogg.
Read that
Anybody
second
can
part
pull it up.
talking about the complementary roles, because I'm
Let's
saying
go back.
your
Hold on.
Thank you.
Khan Adawan Khan Gideon. I'm gonna read it back. So this is Susan Kellogg, professor emeritia out of the history, University of Houston. She's an expert. So let's go back. When describing the social positions and roles of women in ancient Mesoamerican societies, particularly the Aztecs of the late post-Hellenistic period, the linked concepts of gender, complementary, and gender parallelisms often appeared. Olivia Harris, this is another scholar, 1978, was among the first to discuss gender complementary within indigenous Indian societies.
Now, what does that mean to you? Gender complementary.
So to compliment somebody, that means one person has to give something and the other person has to give something significant also to make it complimentary to where they both
carry on. Go ahead.
Thank you. I was right. Let's continue. Okay. Harris observed that the Indian women and men often played different roles within the household that led to productive economic and social relations. She noted, however, that gender-based hierarchies coexisted along such complementary forms of organizations. This is another scholar, John Mohegan.
Now, that's the first one you said, and that's the first one I rebutted. Now, this is the second one when I said, go ahead. You just proving my point, but go ahead.
No, this is it's pointing towards your point, Gideon, but it's leaning toward what more Issa said by only a fraction. John Mohegan pointed out gender complementary carries different meanings among Mesoamerican groups, even within them. He argued in his 2001 essay that gender complementary could refer to, the sense of two halves constituting the whole. The complementary is that of males and females mutually completing each other to achieve a certain status in society. Finally, there is a sense that men and women complement each other in order to produce effects and concert that is a differ from those produced separately. Hold on.
Hold on.
This is the kill shot. Hold on, Gideon. This is the kill shot.
You think that's a kill shot?
No. I'm not done. Differ from those produced separately, very slightly, siding with the woman.
What do you mean very slightly siding with the woman? Is that what you added or that's in there?
Brother, I told you.
I'm just asking
Kellogg,
you the last part, but we don't need
listen.
I didn't hear that the first time. Not that
that's verbatim.
So that last
Gideon.
part.
Susan Kellogg, a Cosmon, pull it up. Susan Kellogg out the University of Houston. She's an expert.
No, I was asking about the last part, but the whole part just was proving what I was saying. It speaks of complementary roles, and that's what I was speaking about the whole debate. It literally said those are better than just having individual.
This all I'm saying, Gideon. This all I'm saying, brother.
But how is that saying
it agrees with you? Listen, Gideon.
Hold on, Omar. You got to let the man get it out.
Nah, let him go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
You're right, Salaki Gideon. Thanks for correcting me, Cosmon. Go ahead, Gideon. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like your conclusion, the what you read, it doesn't add up to your conclusion if you're saying that supports what Issa's saying. It doesn't show that in there, because not only is it not saying that those societies or those tribes or nations that was practicing gender compatibility, it didn't say whether or not they was matriarchal or patriarchal. It was just saying it utilized those roles in that union. And as far as
That
that,
wasn't the debate.
no, I'm
The
speaking
debate
to you.
wasn't matriarchy versus patriarchy. That's not
No,
the
Thank
debate.
you.
The
that's a
debate is
straw
if the
man.
That wasn't the
Bible,
debate, Gideon.
the debate is if the Bible changes those societies and forces them to adhere to the Bible's roles and laws.
Sister
And it
Issa, that's a
does.
straw man. That's a straw man. I'm not debating that right now. I'm talking about what he brought out.
Right, but
Hold
what
on.
he brought out is an offshoot of my point. So you can't keep on attacking his point, acting like
Thank
you're not
you.
attacking me
No, what
vicariously.
Thank you.
what
And
what
and and,
his
and here,
no, he
You
just said
are
that.
like
hold on.
he tried to get sources based off of something that I said,
No,
and thank you for that personally.
If
listen.
if I if
If I'm gonna say, I'm gonna explain it like this.
hold on,
He
Gideon, if
brought
I
out
can, real quick,
gender
Gideon,
gender roles
Gideon.
that are complementary. And when we say complement, we mean things that fit one another. Like it doesn't mean like the woman has the same things that you want, the man, you want them to have the same things. That's not complementary. So that source is not to your point. I don't see how you nor Omar don't see that. But carry on.
No, because let me tell you why it's to my point. My point is that those people had a system of government, something that they completely made up all on their own. That's the one of my indigenous laws that you get to have as a primordial freedom, to a freedom of spirituality, a freedom of government systems, right? Those two things. And then you have a freedom of economy. So this system, that whatever it's under, right, patriarchy, matriarchy, whatever it is that they do, they had a freedom to create it on their own. And then a people came through with their own system that they made up, right, called the Bible, and with the blueprint of the Bible, went in there and changed their system to fit the Bible. So what the Bible does, right, just like King Josiah did back then, told all the women to get rid of their sacred items and throw them away, and they can't pray to Asherah no more. They did the same thing to those Mesoamerican women. They did the same thing to the Indian women. It's the same story repeating itself. That's why in my debate, I was talking about cycles and how you lose power based off that.
Well, no doubt.
Yeah, yeah. Gideon. My point of bringing what I brought out. Like I said, Issa Queen is definitely a sister that doesn't, and this is what I'm talking about, because me and you, Gideon, for the most part, we agree with the biblical narrative. But the reason why I give Issa Queen the slight thumb of barely getting her point across and making a valid point is because of not straying apart. The direct thing of what she said, the direct thing of what she just said. So the thing is, like I said, I'm not sitting here like, oh, she's 100% right. I'm talking about strictly off of this topic. Her point slightly outweighs what you're saying. And that's all I'm saying, Gideon.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm not saying like she's all, but I mean she
no doubt.
Her point slightly holds more weight. Slightly holds more weight than what you're saying, Gideon. And that's all I'm saying.
Subjective.
Go ahead, Cosma.
No, I mean
it's very subjective.
Just being real.
It is subjective.
100 in that.
It is subjective, Cosmo.
Brother. That thing is what you're saying is just your opinion. You dig what I'm talking about? I agree. It's subjective, and it's not.
Cosmo.
Hold on. What I'm saying
is it is my opinion. I agree. Real. I agree with that.
Now, so because somebody else is gonna say it ain't. You dig what I'm talking about? I came in on the butt end of the conversation, and I missed the dang on.
The debate.
I gotta go back.
Yeah. It is my opinion.
Anyway,
hold on.
So I don't want to come in, but what I'm saying
I'm not Cosmo. I'm not saying anything else, brother. I'm just saying that is my opinion.
Hey, Omar, what I'm saying is what you got to say ain't more important than what anybody else got to say. I'm just saying, bro, it sound a little raggedy. You dig what I'm talking about? You know, when you keep jumping in over people, you dig what I'm saying? I was just trying to get a little word out edgewise. You ain't got to salaki me. You ain't got to shalom me. We good. You dig what I'm talking about? Explain why you
salami cut. With a slice of cheese.
Hey man, I came in. I gotta check.
Let's get smoked now.
Going to the kitchen. Speaking of cheese and salami, man.
Gloves are off. Let's get smoked now. My bad, A1. Go ahead.
Commercial time. Go ahead, A1.
I'm gonna mute out.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait.
Attention all debate fans. You've been watching, you've been arguing, you've been picking sides. But now it's time to level up. From this point forward, all debates on this platform are going members only. That means the hottest clashes, the wildest arguments, and your favorite personalities going head to head will only be available to subscribers. You want real scholarship, you want the smoke, you want the unfiltered action, then don't get left outside looking in. Sign up today for as low as $3.99 and get full access to every debate, every moment, every knockout argument. This is Titans Debate League, where legends are made and debates get real. Join now or miss out.
So, hey, Cosmo, can I say something right quick? I know you was about to go, bro, but can I get like 10, 15 seconds? Yeah. So, Omar, I mean, bro, all right. So I can respect you saying that you think, you know, the sister Issa Qween got, you know, she got me, but you can't say it based off that article you just read. You know, it clearly doesn't show that. So that makes me have to ask this, and this is strictly hypothetical, you know, because I don't know your situation, I don't know nobody's situation. So this is just hypothetical. So I'm gonna ask Sister Issa Qween this, because like what he's saying is just not adding up. Sister Issa Qween, if you were single, would you ever date an Israelite?
I pass. Like, what kind of question?
Because I mean, I don't understand where he's getting this from. Like I said, I don't know if he's married or in a situation, but I'm just saying because it don't make sense. So I'm just trying to gather.
You know I'm married.
He must be smitten or something. I don't know.
Right, I know he is. Like, let's not be disrespectful.
Gideon.
I wouldn't say that was disrespectful. That's why I say just a hypothetical.
Gideon, damn near everybody on this panel know that I'm married and my queen is Ashley. A1 know that. Cosmo know that.
I don't know
that. I was just about to say his wife rolled her neck so hard when you said that.
She ain't going for that.
Exactly.
She's not going for ISUPK bullcrap. She's a Christian problem.
I ain't no here capping, trying to look for some new wife or nothing like that.
Right.
Nigga,
And then
No,
he
no,
an
no, no.
Israelite. I don't know. The nigga probably got like
my
12
words are
tribes.
genuine.
I
He
don't
didn't even
know.
ask you, Omar. He didn't ask you. He asked her.
Right. Like,
Come on,
come
bro.
on, man.
I'm
Like,
sitting back
See,
I don't
listening.
oh
know.
my
Omar,
God.
you
Come on,
probably
man.
believe in having
Let's
more
get the
than one
smoke
wife.
session now. Let's
I'm
go
just
in.
saying, brother. You
Gloves
threw
are off.
yourself in the
Let's
question
get
that
it.
he asked for
Let's get
her.
it.
Answer the
Come on.
question.
Yeah, come on, man.
Can the sister answer the question?
Yeah, not he act like it was for him. Go ahead, sis. I mean, if you don't want to
Oh,
answer
that
that
what
question,
my answer was passed. That was my
yeah.
answer.
So
Like
there you
that's
go.
but that's crazy. I'm gonna be honest. No, I don't think I could. I don't know. I don't know. That's a weird question. I don't know because people are different. But I don't judge people just based off of, their religious, affiliations. I don't do that. But I don't know how peaceful the household would be. I don't know.
No,
And I
it
know
was
people,
all
people want peace, right?
yeah, we don't. Yeah, I'm not asking for a deep dive. I was just mainly just joking because, like I said, the methodology on that was horrible. So it had to be some other
But
reason.
I don't think it was horrible. That's the thing. So, like I keep on saying, the point that I was making in my debate is that the spiritual authority a person has over themselves. And the fact that the Old Testament where King Josiah goes in and, gets rid of all of those women's pillars and figurines that they had that was a part of their altar, right? That is a form of spiritual oppression. That's
Okay,
what that is.
okay. Can we stop right there? Let's look at what you just said. So you said Israel came and it took all of those deities away, right? So let's unpack that. what what do those deities, those female deities, have to do with the social structure and how women lived in those societies? Because what I'm saying is that didn't have nothing to do with how women were treated, and we can even look at the laws that was written for them. Like I said, it's like the Code of Hammurabi, those pagan gods, that you're jeffing for, that you're saying that the Bible shouldn't have gotten rid of. Those cultures, it states that if a woman runs away from her master, from her man, that you have to return that slave, you have to return that woman. So it's like in my code, like you're opening Pandora's box. You saying you want something and you really don't know what you want. So that's a bad.
But why are you assuming that now
I'm
I am a
assuming
follower
that
of Mesopotamia or anything like that when I clearly have a whole scale
right,
about like
right.
how in the Code of Namu that came before Mesopotamian law, that those laws were more egalitarian towards women. That was the
No,
point of me talking about it. And that
they're
was the
coming from a
same.
place where the man is the king and
What
is
are you
descended
talking
from the
about?
king. So
Have
again,
you heard? Have
you're
you
making
heard
this
of the code of
patchwork.
Erna? But the point isn't
You're making
about
this
who.
patchwork of cultures, and it's not
No, I
adding up.
am not. So first of
It's
all, you
not.
keep over talking me, and secondly, I keep on telling you it doesn't matter if it's a king or a queen. My argument isn't not based on matriarchy or patriarchy. That's not my argument. That is your argument, I guess. You came, ill prepared for the wrong argument because I'm not here to argue that.
Again, you're making a like. So when you say like, and I'm just saying like words, 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 words,
Well,
words.
no, no, it's not
Well,
words,
listen,
words,
I'm,
words.
no, I'm just saying
Those are
I'm
truthful words. The
no.
fact that the conversation, look at the flyer. It doesn't say matriarchy versus patriarchy. So I am not confined to only talk about matriarchal systems because you think that I'm a feminist and all I talk about is matriarchal systems. I'm not confined to that. I could talk
Right.
about whatever I want to talk about under the guise of what my premise is
But
to
you're
prove
cherry
my
picking.
point.
That's a fallacy. You're cherry picking.
Cherry
So when
picking what? What am I? How am I
exactly,
cherry picking?
let me explain it to you. So in the case when you're speaking and you're speaking and then you say the Bible, let me show you how the Bible takes the power from women. And you say because Israel came and done away with the pagan goddesses, and then I show you that those systems that had those pagan goddesses, they still oppressed women, then that cancels it out. You're making a category error. So that's what I mean by that. You can't do that. Like with your argument needs to be based in like and I'm not saying it be just like it got to be based in reality, like across all boards. So if you're going to say that we should have these pagan cultures, then you're welcome.
But that's not what I'm arguing. I'm not arguing for anybody to be a part of a pagan culture.
No,
and that's what
you
your
are
problem is. What I'm doing,
no,
no, I'm not.
with them. That's what you're
So
doing.
what? No, that's your circular thinking. That has nothing to do with me. That's between you and the Lord. What I'm saying
you're
is,
saying the
wait,
Bible
hold
should have
on.
not done that.
No, what I'm
But whether they
saying
did it or
is,
not, the
what I'm
position is still
saying
the
is
same.
the
The woman was
reality
oppressed in
is
those
that they
systems.
did it. That's the reality. And the reality is when I talk about the Old Testament and they're talking about the getting rid of those Asherah poles, that was for Canaanite gods. That was for even in your situation where Yahweh was still married to Asherah. So whatever law that was happening under there, it was still under Israelite and how Yah did y'all stuff. So I'm saying that and under your religion, under your in your parameters of where you lived, there was a goddess named Asherah. And then some king decided to take that goddess away from those women. What are you talking about? I'm not even comparing that to Mesopotamia. I'm talking about what happened in the Bible, in your lands.
Yeah, your starting point it starts off with a fallacy, so it has no choice but to be
What's
wrong
the
in the middle.
fallacy? Be specific. What's the fallacy?
You're actually making several.
What's the first one?
A comparative cancellation.
What's the comparative cancellation?
Okay, so your argument is that not your whole argument, but just this one, and I'm going to explain it again. You're saying that the Bible takes power from women because it removed the Asherah poles and the worship of goddesses. So by you saying that, if that is to be true and not a fallacy, you would have to show that women were not oppressed under those systems. You can't show that because women, in fact, were oppressed under those systems. So, like how I showed the car crashing, it makes a cancellation. They cancel out each other. So that argument is fallacious. It's a fallacy. That's what I mean.
So, in that same point, you do recognize that that cuts your point that the Bible actually gives power to women. If in your own point that it's already in that system oppressing the women, because you be clear when I'm talking about Asherah and it being with his Yahweh, I'm still talking about your people and your people's systems. So what you're saying is that your people were already oppressing women, and then when they got rid of Asherah, they oppressed them some more. That's what you're saying.
Nah, but you know, I can only
okay.
I could only break down one fallacy at a time. But this is what I want to address. Like I said, your whole argument, sis, was like Frankenstein of different like societal elements, right? And even when it comes to the spiritual understanding, at one point in a debate or your conversation or your paradigm, you would acknowledge that the Most High is not only man but woman. Like you literally acknowledge that in the debate, but then you would hold it against the Bible that Christians interpreted incorrectly. And then not only that, with you knowing that, how can you, with any type of like like logic, and I'm speaking scholarly, with you knowing that the Most High is male and female, how then you then give him a wife? How can you give him Asherah when he already is what he is or what Yahweh is? Yahweh
Can I ask you a question?
Our paradigm says, if our paradigm says, hold on, if our paradigm says that the creator is male and female, why do he need a wife? But go ahead.
Question. In your question, you do realize,
That's a
right?
good question.
You do realize that in your statement, you keep on referring to Yahweh as a he. You're not saying Shem. You're not saying he, she. You're saying he. And then you're wondering why I think that he's a he is because you think he's a he. The only reason why you're bringing up this weirdo, he's a he, she, is to try to, forget about the polytheistic origins of let us make God in our image when Yahweh had a wife
Oop,
and the woman was in the representation of Asherah and Yahweh was in the representation of man. So,
oop,
to get rid of that, y'all gonna turn y'all God into a he she, and at the same time talk about transgenders and how they need to be murdered and killed. Like
oop.
this is a contradiction. That's crazy to me. No, I don't believe that Yahweh is a man woman. I don't believe that.
Right.
So I can't really answer your question all the way.
Right.
Mm.
That'd be interesting to see when the judges, but they're I don't, they're not gonna weigh that against that. But what I do want to say, man, A1, I appreciate it, man. But I'm about to check out, appreciate you, Sister Issa. Like, this was a pretty hard debate, and I definitely want to see what the judges have to say. Appreciate you, Omar, definitely, bro. Coming on, JJ. You've been holding it down, and Kazan.
No, Gideon, don't go nowhere. Don't
Yeah,
go
I'll be
nowhere.
for a little while longer, but yeah, I'm about to bounce.
No. Gideon.
Hey, hold on, leave
Good
him alone. He
debate,
gotta
Gideon.
go.
Have a good
Yeah, I
night.
got about another
No,
10, 20 more minutes.
no. Gideon, you owe me the floor, and
Yeah,
not
go
only
ahead.
that,
Go
hold
ahead.
on. You owe me an apology, brother.
Huh?
This is why. What you specifically said, brother, I said, both of y'all made good points. Issa made a good point. You made a good point. I said that. I said I barely sided with Issa off of a fraction of an inch. A fraction of an inch. And then you're gonna say, oh, you must be trying to spit or holler at a sister like that. Listen, Gideon, my nigga, whenever I come on here, my queen is right, she right there. I'm sitting right here. My queen is right there in the kitchen. You owe me an apology for trying to say just because I'm siding with a sister, I'm trying to spit game or I'm trying to holler at a sister. I don't come on. Listen,
you gonna have him
Gideon,
sleeping on the couch tonight, man. Come on,
Gideon, no. I'm only speaking to Gideon.
Yeah,
I'm
he gonna
only
be
speaking
sleeping
to
on the couch
Gideon.
full of Gideon.
I'm only speaking to Gideon. You owe me an apology because guess what? Everybody know the brother Omar. Guess what? Like I said, I'm rough around the edges. I may not be as well spoken as everybody else, but the thing is, I stand on ground. I don't come up in no chat. I don't come up on a goddamn panel to try to holler ass just because I'm siding with the woman. Now
Bro,
I'm
as
trying to
long as
holler
you
at the
know
woman.
it's okay.
Yeah, man.
As long as
No,
you
man.
know.
Hey,
You
one,
don't
can I
got
I
to
want to hear
prove
this nigga
nobody else
Gideon give me an
wrong.
apology. I want to hear this nigga give me an apology.
Don't take things so personal and get so triggered for
bro.
people you don't know.
No, man, that nigga owe me an apology for saying that.
All right. So,
Can I go next?
Like,
Hey, one, can I
hold
go
on,
next, brother?
yeah,
I'm
you
just
can go
giving you
next.
the
You
key
know,
to
I
one of the
I'm
most
trying to
respect
holler at
quiet
Issa or
lives
something.
you can live, but
You
you don't
hogging
have
Because I
to
yourself,
said
be
you
my
was
advice.
barely winning.
No, it's only
Y'all niggas
I'm
know
only
that,
A1.
man.
You know, who am I?
I
Crash
came up here,
around, man.
A1, you know that, brother. That's
I know.
disingenuous to even insinuate something like that. Just
wow.
because I
All right, so let me
barely sided with the sister.
all right, bro. Just give me 10
I get to
seconds.
go
Come
out.
on, man.
Let me
Give me
go.
10
That's
seconds,
not
JC.
fair, man. No, I
Hold
want to
up.
hear Gideon
No,
give
where's
me
this
my
guy?
apology.
Nah,
So,
he ain't got to do that.
Omar, bro.
No,
Just
that
let me
nigga do gotta do it according to the law.
Okay.
According to the law, according to the law, he gotta give me a salaki.
Right. So once I apologize, bro, you gonna let me speak, bro? This is what I'm asking you, bro. Like a man, bro. Cause you good at interrupting. So, bro, all right, bro. If you feel some type of way about it, I apologize. But this is what you gotta understand, bro. I made the statement that from reading what you just read, I could not get how you think she got that because what the sister is saying is that we should have the same roles. But what you was reading was speaking about complementary roles. So when I read that, and I'm wondering how would you still say that, then I asked this. I said, I'm not talking to you because I don't know your status. That's the first thing I said. I say, so I'm just going to speak hypothetical. And then I asked the sister, I said, sister, if you were single, because I don't know her situation, would you ever get with an Israelite? And I'm just saying that like just to be like, bring some levity, because logic is not there. You feel me? Because what you just read did not agree with what she is saying. So that's why I brought it up. I did not involve your situation. The only thing that had something to do with you is I said an Israelite. Now, with that being said, 10 seconds. You an Israelite. I don't know, bro. You might have 5 or 6.
Hold on. My opinion was subjective.
You might have.
Come on, man.
You might have 5 or 6 wives being an Israelite. I don't know. That's why
I don't.
That's why I removed you from it. But go ahead, my brother. I apologize to you and your wife if y'all felt.
No, it's my turn. No, it's my turn, bro. It's my turn.
No,
JJ, don't leave.
JJ.
It's my turn, brother. Can you hear him? Brother, no, don't, JJ. No, it's my turn.
Can I respond to Gideon?
It's my turn. So just follow, bro. No, it's my turn, bro.
Omar, if you keep doing that, though, I mean,
I'll mute out. I just said I'll mute out.
Well, then be quiet, bro.
He might want to respond, now, and then you might want to respond to that.
Yeah, man.
Like, but y'all been responding.
What's wrong with you? Hold up, bro. So we're going to go to the second, Esdras 20:16 says it plainly. You should not bear false witness against your neighbor. Now, the same way you got on Gideon, I should get on you. Because yesterday I came in the audience trolling you. Your wife asked me a question. I don't know her from I don't never seen her in my life. You accused me of coming at your woman. Did you not remember that? And then you came up with my phone was in the other room, and then her phone was connected to the Bluetooth over by the Ethernet cord and all this. You didn't give me an apology. I asked you for one. So, brother, you got to stop being so sensitive, because you did me the same way that you're trying to accuse Gideon of. Your wife asked me.
Can I answer your question, JJ?
Protecting. No, see, bro, you got to stop this. Your wife asked who was the agent. Now, at this point,
look,
I didn't know
we're about
your
to
wife.
shift the topic from him and his wife to something else right now. We don't need to go any further.
No, yes, we do, because he's doing the thing.
Nobody tell me no on nothing.
Listen,
what the
bro.
hell y'all talking about? Issa Qween, how you feeling?
Why don't you pay attention, brother? See, this is why
I'm feeling good.
JJ.
No, this is what you did to me yesterday. I'm trying to teach you something.
Y'all have a great day. I'm in the show. It's over with. I'm about to go meditate, and get some sleep. I hope everyone has.
This nigga's an ignorant ass nigga. Why you keep putting him on the platform? No, hold up.